It's showtime. What's up, everyone? Good morning. Good Abend. How are we all doing today? Oh, it's showtime, guys. Saeed, Alex, Big Vito, and all the other friends in the room today. What a long day. What a long day. What a long night. Picture behind me is from the game. There's King of the Almost Sack right behind me. He just heard me yell King of the Almost Sack and he got pissed. No, I'm just joking. Oh, you know what? This was preseason. It was a preseason game. All it was. It was a good game. It was actually great to be back at the stadium. If you didn't get a chance, I live streamed the from the players running on the field to the national anthem to the kickoff till almost into the middle of the second quarter. I streamed the game from the game. I just laugh because when you do things like that, people are like, oh, I got dinged with a whole bunch of copyright things. People are like, are you crazy? And I always laugh because I always say, he's the king. We'll get into that later. We'll get into the king of the almost catch later. You know what's funny? I did yell king of the almost sack. I did. But my wife was there, so she reeled me in. I'm on the fourth cup of coffee today. David Sills, man. Victor Cruz, 10.0. Come on. It's funny. People don't want to look beyond certain things with David Sills. They see the one catch for 37 yards. They don't see the other two catches for 12 yards, the two drops. Yeah, there was the almost pass interference penalty in the end zone. Well, it wasn't a penalty. And then I love people that are on Twitter and things on social media. They're like, well, David Sills was open all night. Okay, I sat in the 20th row on the 50-yard line. I didn't see David Sills open all night. Just throwing it out there. I was at the game. And there's a different perspective between watching the game on your TV and watching the game from the 50. You see the entire field. You see the totality of the field. I'm not saying anyone's right. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm not saying that David Sills does deserve a sound effects. I think David Sills should now be. He's going to make the squad. I don't know if he's going to make the team. I don't know if he's not going to make the team. He's 25 years old. Some subscriber pointed out so succinctly that he played at West Virginia where they don't really play any defense in that league. Is he Victor Cruz? No, I don't think he's Victor Cruz. Victor Cruz. And it was funny because they had a Victor Cruz tribute last night because they had on the they had the 62 Phantom X individual, Victor Cruz's big play. So they actually had that on the handout. So, which is nice. Because you know what? You really needed a scorecard yesterday because you didn't know who the hell all these players or some of these players were. You really didn't. I mean, luckily being a giant YouTuber, I knew some of these guys, but it's yeah, we're going to have to. I keep losing you, damn internet. Well, Big Vito, get better internet. Get better internet now. Yeah, that was a complaint yesterday during the stream that that people I kept dropping in and out of the stream when I was streaming the game for people. It's like, guys, I was literally sitting there for 48 minutes holding the camera. Got me a little bit of a break. Let's see here. Fanatics see what they want to see. Yeah, it is what they want to see, and that's fine. You're going to want to have a hero. You're going to want to have a guy that you think is going to be head and shoulders above the rest. But like I've said before, don't pee down my leg and tell me it's raining. There are plenty. Great example. Rodarius Williams, camp hero of the social media YouTubers. He got toasted last night. Yeah, people point out that he made 8 tackles, but they threw the ball at him constantly and they kept completing passes. There is a difference between practice against people that you see daily and game time reps, which I keep saying about Daniel Jones. He needs some game time reps. I know he was one catch, but I like that he stretched out it's great that he stretched out to catch the ball. That's great. But he's got to do it during a regular season game. That's the thing with David Sills. Do it during the regular season. Actually make the squad. You're 25 years old. Most guys at 25 have been in the league for 4 years. Let's get excited about some of the guys that we drafted. Oh, so he has as soon as Webb stepped on the field, the Jets continued to go after him. Yes, he went after him. How about Corey Ballentine, man? He got toasted on a play that should have been a touchdown, but the quarterback missed him. He got roasted. His bread is burnt more than my toast this morning. But sorry. Yeah. As soon as Williams stepped to the field, they went after him, and they went after him with a vengeance. They went after him like there was no tomorrow, which you do. You go after the rookie. You go after the rookie 6th-round pick. That's just football. That's just smart football. I mean, from the perspective, am I panicking about this game? No, I'm not going to panic about this game. It's preseason, and it's the first game. The problem is it's the depth that worries me. It's the depth that gets to me. If these are our depth guys, there's some worries. And Wiggins, man, on the offensive line, he should be cut. He should be cut right now. We might have to get a bus ticket for Wiggins. Any news on the severity of TJ Brunson's injury? No, I don't think nothing's come out yet. So, I mean, we'll have to wait and see probably a little bit later this afternoon. Why do we keep playing soft zone? It never worked. Receiver constantly getting the ball. Samuels, the reason why they keep playing the soft zone is our ability to play man-to-man at times is lacking. And what happened last year, and a lot of people complained about towards the end of the season, that we started playing more of a soft zone. We had to, because outside of Bradbury, we didn't have man-to-man coverage. And at times we played the zone well. And when you mix it in with man-to-man, then it's okay. But it's preseason. I mean, it's preseason. It is what it is. And I know people are like, oh, Plassengummer or whatever his name is, the guy from NFL Europe. He had that one big run. That may be his career highlight for the NFL, because no one wants to mention his other 2 carries for 2 yards and the couple missed blocks he had. I mean, it's preseason, guys. Literally, it's the first game. I'm not going to sit here and say the season is over because the Giants lost to the Jets. It was bad. It was an ugly game. The offensive line, the first team offensive line against the first team defensive line, the Jets in those first 2 series, was ugly at times. Worrisome. Andrew Thomas looked good on a bunch of plays, and he looked bad on a handful of other plays. But the rest of the line, it was so up and down. It was so sporadic. It was interesting. Yeah, I meant yesterday. Oh, the stream yesterday. Yeah, that's the problem. I was using the Wi-Fi from the stadium. So I mean, it kept cutting out. It kept cutting out on and on. Why do we keep playing soft zone? We got that one. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not worried about the soft zone. They're also not going to show you all the nuances in the first preseason game that it's all going to be vanilla, bland defenses and offensives at time, because none of the coordinators are going to want to show anything. No more. Corey Davis ate Williams. Yeah, he did. He ate it up and spit it out. That's how bad it was at times. It was bad at times, guys. I mean, it was bad. Rodarius Williams, it was bad. But again, it's his first preseason game. And this is why I talked about the importance of game reps. It's even coming out more now in the social media and the talking heads on the newspapers and everything else, that Daniel Jones needs reps because we don't know what we have in him. And getting him in for a series of 2, yeah, it's not going to be the end of the world that he didn't play, but he better play a lot against Cleveland. TJ Brunson, he might get cut. A lot of these guys that we watched yesterday, and I've said it before, these are either going to be practice squatters or Home Depot workers. It's just the way it is, because that's what we got to watch. Outside of the second series, you didn't see any. I mean, we had none of our skilled guys in, and we had none of our we basically just played our starting offensive line. But it was bad. I mean, it was. I'm not gonna lie to you, it wasn't good. People are saying the offensive line looked bad. I can't argue. No, Alex, I can't argue that either, man. I mean, how bad is it that you're like, we miss Shane Lemieux? I need Shane Lemieux, man. Shane Lemieux is a linchpin to this line. Put Nate Solder in. Somebody, please help us. There's going to be a help wanted sign out for the offensive line. Let's see. People should calm down. Bengals beat the Bucks. 10 goes destroy the Packers. So I'm not worrying yet either. I agree 100%. There's nothing to worry about yet. And what's going to be more worrisome is, like I said, these are our depth guys. These were our depth guys against their depth guys. That's where I just get concerned, because these are guys that are going to need to come in and play and start. God forbid an injury happens. That's the only thing I get concerned about. There's got to be a better backup quarterback out there. Mike Glennon, I warned you guys about Mike Glennon. I did videos on it. I got blasted on it again. I warned you guys about this guy. I've seen this guy. I've seen this guy play. I've seen this guy in Tampa. I've seen this. I've seen him firsthand. Outside of his rookie season in Tampa, he hasn't done anything in the league. I miss Colt McCoy already. Colt McCoy, the problem with Colt McCoy was Colt McCoy is a professional quarterback. And what I mean about that is he understands defenses. He's been in the league. So is Mike Glenn, of course, but he's been in the league. He's an intelligent. I'm not saying Mike Glenn's done, but he is an intelligent football player. The problem is he no longer has the physical abilities to compete in the league. That's his big downfall, Colt McCoy. But Mike Glennon, man, Platts and Gummer. Everyone gets so excited about these guys. I love it. It's like, oh my God, he's gonna be the new Tiki Barber. He's gonna be the new Larry Zonka. Okay, relax, guys. Relax. One big run, two small runs. That could be his NFL highlight. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. 92 total years, 30, I think yards, 32 yards passing yesterday. Will not overreact. Will not overreact. I always sit there because I was telling someone yesterday at the game, I'm sitting there like this, and he was a Jet fan too. I said like this guy, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You know what? I do have to say something. I never got a beer. I'm recording. I'm streaming the game for people, and I'm telling people, send me up a beer, man. It was nice though. The coaches club is nice. This was from the sideline yesterday. I got some other pictures from the sideline. I had another one yesterday, and I streamed from the sideline too. It was pretty fun. It was funny. I tried to go on the field at the end of the game and stream, but the problem was the internet wasn't working. You got to love the Verizon Center. Do you know who? Yeah, I know who he is. He's a guy that's been in the league forever. He's 30-something years old. I'm going over under 4 practices before he retires. Mike Glennon was the best quarterback in his dream. You know, it's funny. You're right, Saeed. Coming out of college, Mike, he was one of the highest rated quarterbacks in the draft. You're right. You're not wrong. You're right. And that was a bunch of years ago. Yeah, I do not have Brunson making the team. You know what? Brunson had a good game. I don't know about the injury yet. He had a good game. But again, these are backups against backups. So we can't get overly excited. We can't get overly invested in a lot of these guys, because a lot of these guys are going to either be on the practice squad or not going to be in the league. Just the way it is, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be rude. It's like when I played in college. If you're good enough to make the team, you made the team. If you weren't, you got cut. That's all there is to it. There are larger rosters in college. Of course, we fumbled we fumbled on the 5. Let's get that right. Corey Clement and Samuels. I'm not picking on you. Corey Clement fumbled on the 5. He is an Eagle. He'll always be an Eagle. And I loved it because someone went to me, who fumbled? Who fumbled? It was 30. Who's 30? I said, Corey Clement. He goes, how do you know? I said, because I said he's an Eagle. He's not a giant. He's an Eagle. I don't like Eagles. Shane Lemieux starting worries me. Yeah, it worries me too. But you know what? He's got to look better than what happened yesterday. I mean, we have to look at it this way. It was the first team offensive line versus the Jets' first team defensive line. We got to look at it that way. And if you look at it that way, we technically were not full strength on our starters. But if these are our opening day starters, then I might get concerned. It was, you know, like I said, I try not to make a rash judgment, and because a lot of people go 2 directions. They either go full board that everything is wonderful, or they go the opposite way where everything's horrid. I try not to make those rash judgments. I try to look at things from a logical perspective, and logically speaking, we need offensive line help. What if Daniel Jones played for a drive 2 yesterday and he played horrible? Should we react to that? Oh my God. Weather alert. We got a weather alert, guys. My phone's still hooked up to the soundboard. No, we shouldn't overreact if Daniel Jones played in 2 drives and looked horrible. No, we shouldn't overreact. It's preseason. I am more concerned not of I am more concerned of the fact that it was the lack of quality play from the guys on the second and third level. That's what concerned me. Not that we played poorly. It was the lack of the quality play. And you could chalk it up to the first preseason game. You could chalk it. I mean, you could say whatever you want to say. But I like this one right here. Time to press the panic button. No, it's not time to press the panic button. No, it's not time to press the panic button whatsoever. Come on. It's okay. I think everyone just needs to mellow out. He's the king. He's the king of the almost catch. You know what? Evan Ingram didn't even have the pads on. I got photos of him. He didn't even. A lot of the players were out and they had the pads on. Even the guys that weren't playing. Evan Ingram didn't even have his pads on. He didn't even bother to put his pads on. I knew he wasn't playing, but most of the time when you don't even play, you still a lot of times have your pads on. James Bradbury did, and a lot of other players did. He's not making teams. CJ Bronson again? Okay, what do we got here? I look at the other teams and their uber talented quarterbacks, and then I look at our own and can't help feeling disappointed. Trevor Lawrence, I watched the game yesterday when I got home. I watched the highlights of Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence looked comfortable you know what's funny? Trevor Lawrence looked extremely comfortable in the pocket. He made some bad throws. He made one really good throw. But if you watched his pocket awareness and presence, the way for a rookie, the way he moved around, and there was a couple sacks that were not good, but the way he moved around the pocket, Daniel Jones could take a lesson from him. I heard people saying that if Daniel Jones struggles, he's going to be back anyways. To me, I don't think the Giants can afford to do it. I agree. If Daniel Jones struggles, if there's a struggle with Daniel Jones, he's not going to be back next year. No, he's going to either be traded or he's got a contract that's worthy enough to be cut. Because you can't go a 4th year. Now, I've said this before about Daniel Jones. If he gets injured, let's say, yeah, then he'll be back for year 4. If he plays 15 games and again has 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 7 fumbles, and we go 4-13, he's not going to be back. He's not going to be back. Don't forget the Jets had more penalties and more fumbles. The disciplined football counts for something. At the end of the day, and I will say this because a coach told me this, at the end of the game, at the end of the day, the only thing that counts is the scoreboard. That's the only thing that counts. It doesn't matter if you have 50 fumbles and I had no fumbles. If I win 13-7, doesn't matter. We used to say it all the time, especially when you would play. I used to love when you'd blow people out and you'd be up like 23-7 with a minute left and they're still jawing and everything else. You always just to go, scoreboard. That's all you do. So to me, that means not, you know what, if that's the case, then this team is going to be running a hell of a lot of laps. I saw the things from Fan Fest where fans were running laps. I'm not going to get into that. It's the stupidest thing I ever saw. Laps are something you get punished for. You just don't run laps. So many people don't get football. Are stubborn. No, they're proven wrong. Fields looked really good too. Yes, actually, Fields did look good. But again, it's preseason. I'm not going to say, oh no, that was a bad trade for the Giants because it's one preseason game, a couple series. But Fields did look extremely comfortable. That's all I'm saying. If we get a new quarterback, I'll take pocket presence over. Yeah, you know what? I've said it before because everyone says what a nice guy Daniel Jones is and everything and what wonderful he is to work with and this and that and his niceness and his fortitude and his learning ability. And I've said it before. I'd rather have an asshole who could read defenses. That's not nice. That's what I'd rather have in my quarterback. What's going on? Maybe they are keeping the O-line as an excuse to bring Daniel back. I hope Daniel Jones, for the love of God, people, and I'm not picking on you, for the love of God, I hope Daniel Jones succeeds. Because if Daniel Jones fails, we fail. There's no way around this. If there's a calamity and Daniel Jones craps out, the whole team is shot to hell because you got Mike Glennon. Daniel Jones has to succeed for this to be a successful season. I don't care how lights out the defense plays. If Daniel Jones does not increase to at least like the 20th ranked quarterback or 15th ranked quarterback in the league, it's going to be a long ass season. Every year, there's one guy who fans claim he'll be the next. Sills has been this way for 2 years. And I'm not saying he's not going to make the team, but I had someone try to battle me on the chat yesterday and like, well, he did this and he was open all night. I'm like, I was there. I was on the 50, 20 rows up. He wasn't open all night. And he had a bad drop. The penalty in the end zone was not a pass interference penalty. So let's not even get into that. He had one big play. Then he had 2 catches for 12 yards. And he was targeted 5 times. So that's 3 times. He caught 3 passes out of 5. Dropped 1. And then the people say they had the pass interference penalty. Just throwing that out there. Who do we pick up if Daniel Jones stinks? We're not going to go Garofalo. I think because of his contract, I think if Daniel Jones stinks, we're going to go into the draft. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger. Big Vito. We're probably the only ones that know that. That was a great show, Lost in Space. They made a movie out of it. And I think it had a TV show. I used to love it. They're on Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger. You know what, Big Vito? I got to bring up that sound effect. Malik Williams and last year's we traded again. I'm not going to get into last year's drafts. Drew Lock 2 touchdowns is going to be again. It's preseason. I mean, it's talk to me. Week 3 of preseason. If we still look this horrid, then I'll be concerned. I'm worried about the offensive line. The defense at least was not bad, counting considering we put. Well, the problem with the defense was Carter Coughlin looked really good as in the linebacker position. They moved him to the linebacker position. So I'm curious, but again, Carter Coughlin is someone that you're counting on to start, and he was playing against scrubs. So you can't judge that. I'd rather have yes, I've said that before. I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers. I want my quarterback to be an asshole. I don't care. Tom Brady's an asshole. He's an asshole. What is that from Spaceballs? I'm surrounded by assholes. That's what people think about me. I have coffee. I think I'm like 5 cups in. Yesterday, let's see. I got up at 5 in the morning. I went to the casino for a couple of hours. Then I came home, rested for like 10 minutes, and drove out to Giants Stadium. So it was a long day. It was a long day and a long night. Can someone explain to me why the Giants fans are so confident about the Denver game? Their defense is pretty good, and they have a lot of weapons off. It could, you know what? It could be, yeah, Bob Jones. It could be a tough game. I'm not penciling this in as a win. I think in some ways Denver mirrors our team, from the defense to the skill position to the quarterbacks. It could. I'm not confident that we're not going to win. But I'm not confident we are going to win yet. I got to see some more. Let's see here. Backup D-line ain't looking. No, they're not. Backup O-line's not either. Wiggins, man, just cut him. Let's just chop him down, man. Oh, yeah. Don't say it. I knew you said it. Oh, I knew you were going to say it. Dalvin definitely will be missed. Well, Dexter Lawrence didn't play. I will say this, and I don't know if it bugs anyone because it didn't really bug me, but pretty much everyone stood on the Giant sideline except for one player, and it was Dexter Lawrence. Just putting that out there. He took a knee. Dexter Lawrence took a knee. Just throwing that out there. Our secondary played some of their first, especially when you factor in Zach Wilson against Mike Glenn. Yeah, our second, Julian Love played. Bradbury, of course, didn't play. Dory Jackson didn't play. I mean, we played some. Xavier McKinney didn't play. Logan Ryan didn't play. Peppers didn't play. So, Zach Wilson did not look terrible. You hear the horror stories in camp. He did not look terrible. Most of the players yesterday won't be on the league. The preseason is harsh. Yeah, exactly, Alex. And I've said this before. It's a harsh reality. You know what's funny, though? And I want to point this out. I played in high school, played in college, worked in the pros. Never seen this before. I've probably been to 70 preseason games since 76, if not more. And if you watch my stream that I did of the game, I even pointed out in the stream, at one point, if you watched the Giant bench, the defense and the offense were completely segregated. And there was a huge gap in the middle of the bench. I mean, I've never seen this before. It was like a 4-yard gap between the defense and the offense. Usually, especially during preseason, there's a lot of commingling between the two units. I have never seen that before in a preseason game. I haven't seen that since high school. That you have the offense and the defense so segregated. Never seen that before. Never. And I stood on the sidelines for 2 years in Tampa during the preseason games. Never saw it. Just makes me, no, just an observation. I pointed out in the video too. Makes me wonder if they sign some more free agents. They need to sign some free agents. They need to find out who's on the wire right now. I remember a cocky kid saying Denver has no quarterback. I pointed out our quarterback is Daniel Jones. I don't know if Daniel Jones is Drew Lock. I don't know if I got a headache already, man. I don't know. I don't know. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. Nobody knows. Denver doesn't know what they have. We don't know what we have. And I actually saw a writer, of all people, giant writer, come out and says, we still do, I think it was in the Daily News today, we still do not know what we have in Daniel Jones. Just throwing it out there. Yeah, the gap, say people that know or just jumped in, there was a huge gap between the defense and the offense on the sidelines during the game, but I've never seen this before because it was like a 3-4 yard space. Like, it was almost like a dead no man's land. And at one point, James Bradbury and Julian Love kind of encroached on that space, and they were talking to Evan Ingram. But I've never seen that before. Like I said, I played in high school, college, worked in the pro. Never seen that. Never seen that. David Sills, next Victor Cruz. Put your money on it. David Sills. If he's the next Victor Cruz, you know what? If I was going to say I'll donate my money to charity. I already donate all the money for the channel to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. So I can't donate the channel's money because I don't make any money because I give it all away. If he is the next Victor Cruz, I will come on here and I will apologize to everyone. If he's the next Victor Cruz, I will. But you know what? 62 Phantom X individual. That's Victor Cruz. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. Just throwing it out there. Joseph, what's going on, my friend? How are you this morning? I mean, it's like I said, guys, we can't push the panic button yet. There's no reason to push the panic button yet. I mean, wait till Cleveland. If we get into Cleveland and we see some of these individual issues, see, the problem is what I look at it sometimes is, especially with second and third teamers and fourth teamers, you have a collection of talent, but sometimes that's all it is. It's a collection of talent. It's not a team. It's not because they're not going to be playing. So the ability to communicate is sometimes not there. So that's what we kind of have to look at. But it is concerning the gap of talent level between the Jets, third and fourth teamers, and Home Depot workers, and ours. Just throwing that out there. It would put me at ease when you're the one who's saying not to panic. Listen, guys, everyone knows that I am blatantly freaking honest. And I will tell you like it is, good or bad, right? I always love people tell me, you know why you could be more popular on YouTube? You want to know how? You need to be less negative. You need to be less so cocky and arrogant and negative. That's what you need to be. No, I'm just going to tell you like it is, guys. And it's not time to panic. It's not time to panic yet. There's a panic button over here. Don't touch it. Just keep your hands all the way over here. Keep your hands away from the panic button. That's all you need to do. That's what we need to do. Just not panic. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna calm everyone. I'm gonna enhance. I'm gonna enhance everyone's chi. I'm gonna open up a pack of 1990 Topps of football cards. See if we got any Giants. And if you're good, I'll eat the 30-year-old gum. Look at that. 31-year-old gum. I'm not eating that. Let's see. Do we get any Giants? I like when people say it's so. Oh, we got Barry Sanders though. All right, we got Barry Sanders, Gary Plummer. I got Lawrence Taylor the other day, man. I got so many of these packs. Oh, Al Toon. Come on, Jet fans. Who doesn't remember Al Toon? He's a tune. Jack Del Rio. Did not get another Andre Batmoon Horizon. Did not get another giant again. Keith Jackson, the old tight end. Who remembers Keith Jackson? I remember Keith Jackson. Stay away from the panic button, guys. Stay away from the panic button. Are you even sure David Sills will make? I'm not sure David Sills is going to make the roster. I can't tell you he's not. I can't tell you he is. But he's got to show me more than against the second, third team of the Jets. Anyone who says the next one didn't watch Cruz play. Cruz was special, yes. There was something about Cruz in that Jet preseason game. There was something about him. He had an electricity. I remember Cruz in camp. He had this. Now remember, Victor Cruz, his first year, was not on the team the whole year. He didn't get to play. It wasn't until the next year that he started making the impact. But he had something special about him. Yes, Tyrone, it is only practice. And that's what I've been telling people. It's practice. Enhance your cheek. I was watching, I used to like watching the old karate movies, kung fu movies from like the 70s with the bad dubbing. I used to enjoy this. I still do. That's when they had the original Drunken Master with Jackie Chan from like the 70s. We're all talking about practice. It's practice, people. You're talking about practice. You're talking about practice. If it weren't for the fumbles, we have one. I think we should, but I still keep in mind. Yeah, like I said, it's Corey. Here's the problem with Corey Clement. Here's a fun stat. Corey Clement fumbles every 33rd carry. That's our backup running back for Saquon Barkley. Well, no, we have Alfred Morris. We were 4 on the preseason. We had a hair. Yeah, that's true. We did. You're right. 100%. Preseason means nothing. Sills is Cruz fight me. He's not. There's no reason to fight. Sills is 25 years old. Hasn't yet to play a regular game. You're 25 years old, and you usually when you're 25 years old and you have something, you're in your 4th year in the league. Fight over. I'm going to say Creed and 3. No, I knocked you out in 1. Let's see here. Cruz had home run speed, kind of like Otis Stills does. No, see, he doesn't have that. You're right. But we're not going to bash him. We're not going to bash. I'm not going to bash David. So that's all. That's all. I love Forrest Gump, man. That's all I got to say about that. Jenny. That's such a great movie. I'm not even saying it's an underrated movie. Good point. Stills is slow. He is a good possession receiver, but we are going speed. We have so many skill guys. And then the fact that we're talking about David Sills, why are we not talking about what's his name? I can't remember what his name. Willis, who caught the touchdown at the end of the game. He had some speed, man. He got some separation. What we have here is a failure to communicate. You know what? Have you ever watched my I do another show called NFL Talk from Across the Pond and Back. It's a podcast, and my nickname on that is Cool Hand Luke, because I have the Walking Boss sunglasses. And my wife bought them for me. I want to give thumbs up to my wife. We were going to give the ticket away, but the problem was because of the amount of the cost of the ticket, YouTube was kind of being dicks about it. Pardon my French, because of the fact that there would have been taxes involved. So I took my wife on date night. And it was nice because we went to the game together, and she literally sat there like a trooper for 48 minutes while I streamed the game for people. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Thornton wasn't horrible. I'd take him over. I wouldn't take either one of them. I think we need to go find a quarterback. I need to go find a backup. You know what we need to do, and it will never happen? It needs to be Eli. Eli? Yeah, can I come in the office for a moment? And then he let me. We need you to be the backup. Okay. That's what we need to do. That was my Eli impression. Well, JJ, what's up? Good morning. Has nice hairs. He's in nice hairs. Bear Grylls. Yes, he does have nice hair. I have nice hair too. I'm wearing a hat today. I bought this hat. I bought a whole bunch of stuff. Might be my last home Giant game because I am moving in a couple weeks. I am moving. Sills is fighting. Yes, David Sills. We got to get away from David Sills. There's so much other crap to talk about with the Giants. We got to get away from Sills. Move away. That's going to be my new thing. Step away from the Sills. Please step away from the Sills. Let the guy make the team first. My dream is seeing Ryan Fitzpatrick in a giant. My dream was to see Ryan Fitzpatrick because I thought we needed a quality backup. My dream was Marcus Mariota. I said that 2 years ago. Sign him on, give him $7 million, bring him in as a backup. If you think your defense is good, let him play. If Daniel Jones falters, not going to happen. Phillip Rivers, I think if he goes anywhere, Phillip Rivers is going to go back to Indianapolis. I think that's going to be another call. Phillip, yeah. You want to come back and play? I think that's going to be the next call in Indianapolis. I really do think so. I don't know if he's never coming back. You know what? Phillip Rivers said that he's enjoying being retired, but he never said that he's not coming back. I found that interesting. Expectations for this year. I have said this before. If the Giants defense plays up to their capability and their talent level, and Daniel Jones is a top 15 to 20 quarterback ranking wise, and we have some semblance of a running game, we could make the playoffs. But if Daniel Jones falters and the running games falters, we may win 6 wins. We might have 6 games. So, and I've said this before, it all relies on Daniel Jones. Enter the Dragon. Enter the Dragon. Good movie, man, Bruce Lee. One of my other favorite movies isn't Enter the Dragon. It's The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy and the Shogun of Harlem. That's a good. It's Bruce Leroy. That was a great movie. That's an underrated and Vanity's in it. That is really an underrated movie, The Last Dragon. You are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow. What about Williams? He had a fumble recovery. Williams did have a fumble recovery. He also had 8 tackles. He was also targeted 147 times. And they completed 146 passes. So, but he's a rookie. That's just what they did. They're going to go after the rookie. Rather would have 5 more kids. Having kids are fun. Well, making kids are fun. Sills jersey, pal. Well, I hope you can get a refund. It's okay. I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. Hey there, Mr. Giant just game us all the highlights. Not good. No. TD, if you want, go to my channel and you can watch the first quarter and a half. I streamed it. It was not good. It did not look good. You know what? It was worse in person. You sometimes have bad games that you watch on television and go, boy, that's a bad game. But then if you're actually at the game, yikes. And then you see some things. There was some times against the Giants second and third team secondary that guys were wide open. I mean, like wide open. Corey Clement is looking better than DJ Booker. We definitely need Barkley. We need Barkley healthy. I always forget about Booker, man. I always forget he's still on the team. I'm going to drink I got my coffee. I got my fun cup today. I got my Bigfoot riding a reindeer. I got a new cup coming. It's Bigfoot. It's Tactical Sasquatch, they call him, because he's got it on the helmet in the AR-15, and he's riding a shark with a laser coming out of his head. Yeah, I know.
Are you crazy? Ow!
Yeah, I'm crazy. What made you think I was sane?
That's what I always tell people. Webb and Kyle look good. You know what's funny? Davis, Tyrone, we didn't need that because we're not pushing the panic button. We didn't need that. Davis Webb and Kyle Letta did look good yesterday. But again, it's preseason. Let's see here. I understand it was a preseason. It was a bunch of backups trying to make team, but the team has 7 points with all those mistakes. Not excited. TD, you know what? It's not. I've said this now. I get worried that our backups were worse than the Jets backups. But it was, trust me, I stayed for the whole game. And I actually did a little video from the parking lot. It was not a great game. Do you like jazz? Yeah, I like jazz. I like jazz. I like all music. People tell me I have a very eclectic collection of music. On my phone, I have all my songs on my phone. Someone made the comment, it looks like a record store threw up because you have a little bit of literally everything. I'm excited for Clement even with the fumble. I think Philly's excited for Clement because he's on the Giants and he knows that he fumbles every 33rd carry. Little statistical fun fact about Corey Clement. He fumbles every 33rd carry. Timestamp for bench generation. You know what? I have to find it, Saeed. If you could find it, that'd be great. You'll hear me even mention it. It's got to be halfway through, towards the end of the first quarter, towards the end. And I even made the comment. And it's funny because you can hear my wife in the background go, "Oh my God, you're right." There's like a 5-yard gap between the two defense. And I'm not saying anything about it. Maybe they just want to build continuity between the two units, but I've never seen it where they don't even have like commingling. The closest thing I saw, I said, was James Bradbury and Julian Love. And I have a picture of it, standing close to Evan Ingram. That's what I saw. We have no backup running back. Well, we got Corey Clement, and we got Alfred Morris, and we got Booker, and we got Brightwell. Did Eli Penny? You know what? I didn't see Elijah Penny play. Rodarius Williams was getting killed. He tossed like a toddler. Yeah, he did. But again, it's preseason. I know like I said this before, you're going to have your camp heroes. There's always the camp heroes. I'm the camp hero. But then you get on the field, looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. But I'm not saying that about Rodarius Williams. I'm not saying he's not going to be a player. It's just he got into the game and they picked on him. And they beat him like he stole something. I think it looked worse in person. It looked bad in person, Alex. It looked bad. You were at the game, right? Yeah, you were at the game. Yeah, it was bad in person. It was not good in person. What do I got in here? Who are the 3 players that went above and beyond expectation of 3 fell? 3 players that I can think of off the top of my head. Carter Coughlin played well. TJ Brunson played well in spurts. I don't think we have to see with the injury. He also had the forced fumble. He had some nice hits. And you got to say David Sills, the venerable David Sills. And 3 guys. I would say there was about 47 guys. Ojulari, again, I'm not going to panic on Ojulari. He did look mismatched, and I pointed this out even during the game stream. Michael Parsons in Dallas, it looked like at one point, and I've said this a million times, there were 2 number 11s on the field because he was everywhere. He was literally everywhere. Ojulari's just not there yet. And I've said this before about Ojulari. Everyone gets excited about it. Yes, get excited about Ojulari, 100%. But you need to understand, and scouts have said this before, he has immense talent, but his talent is raw. We should make a song or a fumbling remix in Sunday Love. I could. I was there in the Shirelles. I could do that. Come on, we just got King of the Almost Catch ready. He's the king. He's the king of the Almost Catch. I know it's hard to believe that I have no musical talent whatsoever. Because I don't. When James Bradbury is staying close to Evan Ingram, we know who's winning the battle. Bang. Yeah, that's a good one. That's talking with Vito. Let's see what we got here. Your thoughts on the running back who ran 50 yards from the one there? Oh, that's Plazen Gummer. Anyone seen the movie Rookie of the Year? It's about the kid that breaks his arm and the tendons in his arm. All of a sudden, he throws the ball 100 miles an hour. He's like 10 years old. When the manager can never say his name right, his name is Rowan Gardner, and all through the movie, he's like, Robin Boozer, Rodemacher. That's what Plazen Gummer reminds of. 1 carry for 47, 2 other carries for nothing. That could be his career highlight. Again, he's running against guys that are going to be working at Home Depot or maybe selling insurance. I don't know. You like making kids? Well, if you don't know how to make kids, I'm not going to answer that question. That's a wrong type of stream. That's a wrong stream. What do you think about the O-line? Based on the O-line last night, I would be concerned because our starters played the first couple series against the Jets' defensive starters. The D line, the O-line were both first string, and it did not look good. And like I said, Wiggins just needs to be cut. We got to find somebody out there. I'm thinking about bulking up and coming back on the line. Never played offensive line. I was always a safety and linebacker. But it looked bad. And our backups did not look good either. New audio, send that to Evan Ingram. I do laugh because I was selling someone earlier when I was on the sidelines. I did yell, "It's the king of the almost sack." Because I saw, and there's Leonard. There's Leonard going, "Oh, Tim, shut up." Oh my God. Because you know what you have to always have. I should have put it on my phone and just played.
King of the almost sack.
That's what I should have had. What do we got here? Oops. I know Summer League doesn't mean much, but what do you think about the young Knicks? You know what? I like the young Knicks. It doesn't mean Summer League. You're right. Summer League doesn't mean anything, but if you take a look at who they drafted and where he was drafted and some of the players, I mean, I like the Knicks, man. I think the Knicks did a great job with Kemba Walker. I think Evan's going to fill a role. And like I said, I did a video that people are like, he's Victor Cruz. I'm not Victor Cruz. Now I got David Sills in my mind. I said, is he going to be Allen Houston 2.0? People didn't seem to like that, but people don't understand about Allen Houston. Allen Houston got his contract. We traded for Allen Houston, and he's got his contract off of that big shot in the playoffs. That's when we gave him the money. Were there any starters that played? The entire offensive line played. The entire starting offensive line played. And the entire starting defensive line that just played. By the way, the question Joe Judge drop is, oh, you mean?
How dare you question Joe Judge?
Oh! I always love it because people always go to me. How dare you question the head coach of the football Giants? How dare you question the 6-10 Joe Judge? So that's how that sound effect came about. Because I had the audacity to say Joe Judge may have made a mistake. I had the audacity to have an opinion. I did not join the giant YouTube internet collective from content creators that we all must have the same opinion.
How dare you question Joe Judge?
Boy, I wish that was popular. I love it because it always reminds me of Joe Pesci and Goodfellas when he's telling the story. And he got the other story. He goes, boy, I just wish I was big once. I wish I was popular. Go for it. I might make kids today. Go for it, man. It's fun. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Yes. Don't question Joe Judge. How dare you? What were you thinking? What were you thinking having a brain? Brains aren't allowed on YouTube. Do you know what's allowed on YouTube? You all have to think the same thing. No freedom of thought. You're not a Giant fan if you have a negative opinion about somebody. Stop it. Then that's the PSA from today.
Are you crazy? Ow!
Yeah, I'm crazy. What made you think I was sane?
Thank you, Samuel L. Jackson. Run D looked porous without Dalvin in the middle and Blake. Yeah. I am worried about the Dalvin Tomlinson. No, Dexter Lawrence didn't play. Leonard Williams didn't play. Danny Shelton did play. I didn't see Austin Johnson. Danny Shelton looked good at times, but again, he's again, if you are a first teamer and you are playing against 3rd and 4th stringers, you better look good. I've said that a million times. Can you play the Joe Show? One last time.
How dare you question Joe Judge?
You always have to add in the at the end. Kenny Wiggins played left guard. Garbage. Kenny Wiggins played the whole game, I think. I believe he played every snap because of Shane Lemieux and everyone else. That's scary. I actually got the shakes from that. Ooh, played the whole freaking game. Hold on. I ate some water. I might be hungover. I don't know. Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Probably also dehydrated. Go watch the stream, guys. Go watch it. Thomas looked all right. Pert was bad, man. Oh, God. Matt from Connecticut. Oh, I forgot about Matt. Because he is listed as a starter. Yes. Matt did not look good. And again, but it's early. Again, panic button here. Your other hand should be here. Your other hand, go away. Yeah, I got big hands. Yes. Someone asked me, they said, do you have big hands? Yes, I have actually very big hands. I could palm a basketball when I was like 11. But panic button here, your hands here. Take that hand, move it away. Leave the panic button there. You're good. You're good. Don't worry, you guys. Guys, just relax. If we suck wind against Cleveland and our starters look bad, I will then come on here and I will tell you to panic. I will tell you. You know what? I'm going to do this because I'm so wonderful. I'm going to tell you when to panic. And if I'm not panicking, and I was at the game, I was right there. I got so many pictures of, let's see, this guy right here. Because he kept getting in my, this guy right here. I got so many pictures of him because of the fact that he kept getting in my way when I was trying to take pictures. I also posted some of the photos on Twitter. and all that stuff. I mean, it was fun, guys. I had a good time at the game. Just had a bad time watching the game. And then, like I said, you try to find positives, and there were some positives. There were a couple positives. One positive was I parked in a great spot because I park in the Platinum lot right in front of the Verizon Center, and I get a spot right on the corner. So you just kind of zip out and go right onto the turnpike. So I got a great parking space. I got to drive my wife's Lexus, which was nice. I love her car. It's a 350 ES. So that was fun. No, and the food was good in the coaches club. What about here? We go. I thoughts on McBride. He probably never play, but do you think he has problem? Again with the next. Yeah, I think McBride will play. I actually do think McBride will play. I think he will find a spot in Thibodeau's roster, in Tibbs' roster. I really do think that. But going back to the offensive line, though, for a minute, if we think about this from a logistical standpoint, this was also my question, if you knew you were going to play your entire first team line the first couple series, why didn't you play Daniel Jones? Sooner or later, we got to roll Daniel Jones out. Just throwing that, we got to roll him out. Sooner or later. Svi, how you doing, Svi? Game was not one to look at. No starters. Judge ain't showing no playbook otherwise. Obvious. Well, Svi, the only problem with that, the Giants' offensive line did start for about 3 series against a Jet defensive line, and that did not go well. And they did play some of the starters in defense. And that's what I've been saying, Svi. I'll wait till week 1 too. There's no reason to panic. No reason to panic yet. But if we are looking from a logistical standpoint from our offensive line, Wiggins is not the answer. Matt from Connecticut looked bad at times. Andrew Thomas played better and played well, but and I love it because I told people when they drafted Matt, I've said this and people blasted me. Oh, I'm stupid. I don't know anything. And I said this, that he is a projected talent. He's projected to be a starter, maybe 3 years down. And I even said it, maybe year 3, he could be a starter. And I give Judge and the coaching staff credit last year to put him and play him in situations to get him game reps where he would not look horrid. He did look really bad against the Eagles. I talk about the play all the time where both him and Andrew Thomas whiffed and almost got Daniel Jones killed. But I don't think he's ready yet. He bulked up. I'm not saying he doesn't have talent, but he comes from Connecticut. He did not play football all of his life. He's projected talent. Maybe Solder. Solder needs to play. I'm doing good, Svi. How you doing? You know what? I mean, it's like I said, I think Gates needs to go to guard. I think we got to get Austin Ryder if he's still available. I didn't like the Looney signing but you know what? It made sense until he retired because we need help at the guard. I've said this before. I laugh because people ask me all the time, what do you think is this weakest position on this team? And everyone would tell me, well, it's the tackles. I said, no, I'm more concerned about the guards. I'm more concerned about the guards, and I think we need to realize that. I just realized you were sitting on the same side of the field. I was under the Bud Light monitor. Oh, I was sitting section 113, coaches club, row 20. Right. I mean, I was literally right on the 50-yard line because that's where I always sit. Should have waved. Let's see here. Well, it looked a hell of a last year. We flexed on defense and fumbled in the red zone. Well, you know what? I can't say that yet. I can't. I just can't. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to convince myself. But I can't. I can't panic. I can't throw up my arms and say, "Oh my God, we're gonna be bad." I can't. I just can't do that. I just can't. Not yet. Cleveland. Can we grab Ryder? Where it's 2 solid veterans. Why gamble, Tim? Put all the money into the offense, but get one vet that doesn't get, because it doesn't make sense how they built the offensive line. The problem with the offensive line is they went with projected talent that they thought they had in Lemieux and Matt. And then they tried to bring in some filler guys and they retired. It could be bad. I don't, I like Austin because of the fact that he did play. He's a 2-year starter with Kansas City. He played well. He's a solid veteran and allows us to move. And it allows us to move Nick Gates over to guard and help solidify that hole. Yeah, Schwartz still has some injury concerns. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Tate Crowder didn't look good. Tate Crowder wasn't. He didn't play enough. He didn't. Like I said, I get more concerned about the guys that are our depth guys, that are guys that are third and fourth stringers who play, because they played the majority of the game, especially in the second half. They played the majority of the game. And it was funny, though, because you really did need scorecard at time to see who some of these guys were, because I forgot all these numbers. But I'm more worried about the depth guys. Excuse me, got an allergy. Guy was a GM joke. Nobody played. I heard Judge holds more stock in scrimmage and GM practice because the Browns, he ain't going to play. If he's not going to play Jones in preseason, he's an idiot. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. What did I do, guys? I did it.
How dare you question Joe Judge?
Oh, I question Joe Judge's audacity of playing players. We don't know what Joe Judge has. We don't know what Daniel Jones has. We don't know what he is. And like I said, they just came out. I think it was in the Post. The guy even wrote, we don't know what Daniel Jones is. We still don't know year 3. He's got to get game reps. Danny Shelton is a beast. Danny Shelton played well, but he also played well against guys that are going to be bagging groceries. So I expected him to play well. I don't have connection to your screen for some reason. Okay. You know what? Hold on. Let me be unprofessional. I'm going to put up the stream. Hold on. I'm going to be unprofessional here. I am unprofessional. Did anyone say I was ever professional? Because I don't remember saying that. All right, let's go here. We're going to go to live, and I will go to, here it goes. It's called New York Giants Kickoff. I got the stream right here. There we go. I had on my earbuds. So here you go. Here is the link to the stream from yesterday. There's the link to the stream to watch if you want to watch the first quarter and a half. Ojulari, look, wait, here we go. Wasn't showing up. See if that shows up. Let's see here. Ojulari looked invisible. I'm not concerned about Ojulari yet. Not concerned. Don't panic. Don't question. That's true. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Again, it's from Goodfellas. I said, don't.
How dare you question Joe Judge?
He better play Jones. He's got to play Jones. He's got to. He has to. You need to we've heard for a year, Daniel Jones was horrid last year because he had no preseason reps. None whatsoever. It was the COVID camp. No preseason reps. And then you're going to come back in this year and say, well, we're not going to play Daniel Jones. He doesn't need preseason reps. Let me think. 2 + 2 equals, let's see, carry the 7 is 11.5. Doesn't make sense. No, I meant for yesterday. Oh, for yesterday. Yeah, I don't know what was going on yesterday with the stream, but the stream was fun. I don't know. I had a good time. I had a lot of nice comments. People think certain fans like us are being negative, but honestly, the brutal truth is this is a tough league. There are reasons that some teams can go decades without. Yes, thanks, Bob Jones. 100%. You're right. 100%. Carter Coughlin, he played off the ball linebacker. He was what you call it. He played. It looked like he was playing more outside at times. He was good though. Carter Coughlin looked good. He really did. Isn't a gap expected when you spend so much money on your time? Yes, and you know what? That's a great question. Yes and no. I can tell you this. I can tell you this firsthand because I remember from Tampa and I remember from Miami. Your second and your third and because a lot of the second guys, a lot of the second team didn't even play. Your third and fourth players are always your depth guys, are always your emergency, the shit at the fan guys. And the problem is our shit at the fan guys looked worse than the Jets shit at the fan guys. That's a problem. And you should get these guys on the cheap, so it's not really going to affect the cap. Roster is sad. I don't think the roster is sad. I think we have top end, to the point, to Skyline's point, we have top end talent. I think our depth is bad. I want to know what's the over-under of how many laps people are going to be running today. Do you think we should make moves for the O-line and who's available? We should make moves for the O-line 100%. I'm not sure the exact availability of certain players and logistics in regards to the cap because we are still under the rule of 51. We won't get out of that rule until after the last day of camp, and I already know right now we look bad cap-wise. Pat Shermer was sucky coach, but at least he put DJ out there in the first preseason game at times when fans hated him. But you know what's funny about Pat Shermer? I went to that first preseason game, and I actually had the video on a bunch of my other videos. The cheers from the crowd when Daniel Jones came in and replaced Eli Manning was deafening. And I was in my same spot, and I recorded it, but I recorded it on the good camera. But you're right. He played him. He understood. Jeffrey. Thank you, Tim. The logic behind defending number 8 isn't funny at this point. You can't defend him. It's indefensible because he's got to play. You know what you got to do? You have to put him out there and say, I am Daniel Jones. This is me, good or bad, right or wrong. This is what I am as a quarterback. But not allowing him. I saw a lot of starters play, a lot of first-team quarterbacks play. Saw a lot of them play. Didn't see Daniel Jones play. It's very hard for me to get excited about the season because don't. Be excited about the season. Be excited about the season. Don't go that direction. Be excited still. The O-line, I don't know if we're going to get it fixed, but we'll see. Fair girls. Bye-bye, American Chevy. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's very funny. All right, what we got here? I'm very excited about our D, worried about the offensive line. Obviously, well, I'm excited about the D too, but like I said, I need to see some people against some first teamers. Cruisians, you're not alone. I must very hard. Guys, be excited about the season still. Be excited. Be excited. Come on. Let's all dance together. The season's gonna start soon. I got the remix coming out, guys. Come on, be excited about the season. People are always like, you like to dance. I was a clubber back in the day, man. I used to love to dance. I really did. I still do. Still do. I tell a story about when my son was like 4. An NSYNC song came on. It was Bye Bye Bye. And I actually started doing the whole dance in the middle of the aisle. I met NSYNC. I met Britney Spears too. I used to when I lived in Orlando, man. And I always tell this story because their road manager, the guy's name was Johnny Wright, and he had a big house near Metro West. So we would just go to parties at his house, and NSYNC would be there, and Britney Spears would be there because he was also the road manager for her. And I always tell the story about seeing JC and Timberlake and all them, and I finally really understood the expression, got more ass than a boy band, because the women were just and they were in their teens. It was kind of weird. Tony's hurt again. Oh, I knew this was coming. Giants should went Slater. No, the Tony, you can't. Big Blue, you can't go back. You got to go forward with what we have. You can't go back. Do you trust Glenn and Thorson? No, I don't trust either one of them. I wouldn't trust either one of those guys to hold my wallet, let alone let them start a game. Let's see here. Pert gave up 1 sack, but also got pancaked due to the next play last series. Matt, like I said, Matt is potentially can be a good player, but I still think he's a year away. At least a year away. I got word that Tony is a bust. You know what? They said the same thing about OBJ when he had the hamstring injury through camp. I am not saying Slater. No. I was thinking the same thing. I bet Judge was running laps as punishment in high school stuff. I tell you guys, I laugh when you see the videos of people at FanFest running laps. That's literally the dumbest thing I ever saw. Because of the fact that you understand the nuance of, I know it was in Sport of Joe Judge, but you understand the nuance of what running laps means. It's a punishment. I don't know. I'm just old. I'm just old and bitter that I'm so wonderful. I want Slater so bad. He's not played without me saying we should have passed him. You know what? Again, we moved on from Slater. We're done with Slater. The Slater train has left the station. I don't think Slater's going to be. I think he'll be good. I don't think he's going to be an all-pro. We should have signed a guard. Yes, Hot Nichols, we should have signed a guard. We need to find a guard. The Giants roster is the opposite of Knicks last year. The Knicks don't have top end talent, but they have great depth. Yes, but the Knicks, yeah. Well, no, the Knicks, you still have Julius Randle. I think he's a top end talent. You still got RJ Barrett. He's a top end talent. Derrick Rose, he's not a top end talent, but he's got talent. Slater, get off Slater, guy. Let's go back to Victor Sills. That's his new name. We're calling him Victor Sills. Tim, you wanted to stay. Yes, I don't think Slater's going to be this talent that people think he's going to be. It's the first preseason guy. That's why I said, guys, calm down. It's not time to panic. Just relax. Mellow out. It's all good. It's Sunday. We're going to end the stream soon, but it's Sunday. Don't worry about it. What do we got here? Matt's going to start. Matt from Connecticut. Joe Judge is secretly married to DJ. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not saying anything like that, but I'm not going to. Matt from Connecticut. People always say, why do you call him Matt from Connecticut? Because if you ever watched listen to WFAN in New York, they always had like Phil from the Bronx, Stan from Staten Island. I'd always thought it just sounded like Matt from Connecticut. Yes, fans were running laps at FanFest. They had videos of. I was banging my head. I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh, to be young and stupid. It's all good. When you're young, you are stupid. I'm old and I'm stupid. We really need another guard. Yes, we do need another guard. I'm trying to move on. All right, Cruz in 26. We're going to have an intervention. No Slater. There you go. Moved on. We should draft Zach Morrison and Slater. No, stay away, guys. Yeah, I like Zach Morris, though. I did. I think we should have drafted Fields instead of trading the pick. You know what's sad? And Blair Webb, I said this. I did a video on it that because someone pushed me and asked me, would you have taken Justin Fields if he was there? And I said yes. I was down. You can watch my videos. I hated Dwayne Haskins coming out of college. I hated him. Did a whole video on how I was racist because I didn't like Dwayne Haskins, and it had nothing to do with that. I just don't think he had the talent. But then I did a video twice this year and says how much I love Justin Fields. There's something about Justin Fields. It's the way he moves in the pocket. It's his understanding and his awareness, and it's his field vision. You could see that going back to Ohio State, and you could see that during his pro day. Only people that love running laps are people. Thank you, Bob Jones. Thank you. Yes, 100%. Running laps is a punishment, and it's a high school punishment. They don't do it in college, and they don't do it in the pros for a reason. And then people say, well, look at the discipline yesterday. I saw a 12-7 game. They should be running laps between now and Easter. I'm glad to see you're doing a Giant stream. Well, thank you. I'm going to do a Giant stream every Sunday, 11 a.m. every Sunday, Eastern Standard Time throughout the entire season. I may not do as many videos during the day because I got a lot going on, but I like doing the streams. So I'm going to keep doing at least one stream a week. And it's always going to be Sunday at 11 a.m. We'll have contests and stuff too. We'll have some contests. Giants fans are turning on Jose. Yeah, I just don't get it, man. It's a lot of times to me, it's just people that don't understand football. And that's why I like doing these streams, and I like my videos are not getting the number of views because I'm not getting the number of impressions anymore. But the views that I get, to me, I think, and it keeps me doing it because, like I said, I don't do this for money. I really don't, because I don't make any money. I mean, I make money off the channel, but I donate all the money to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. I don't make money off the channel. And I keep doing it for that. But the people that I have comment regularly, and the people that are to me are people that understand football. And it's not that they understand, they watch the game. And this is the thing. And that's why a lot of the people on the chat or the people leave the comments right now, you guys understand football. You understand the nuances of football. You understand that you can have an opinion and you can do something and still be a Giant fan, but you get, this is how the game is played. And those subscribers, you guys keep me making videos. because I enjoy. First of all, I enjoy talking, but it just shows me. I always say this: I have some of the most intelligent football subscribers because you understand the game. You guys get it. You understand the nuances of the game. I could talk and say things, and I could tell you, I could tell you guys things, and you would understand it. You're not going to understand, 62 Jet X individual, but you understand, where the linebacker should be, why we should play zone, why we shouldn't play zone. That's just throwing that out there. Let's see here. Chicago looks good. Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, like I said, but I'm not going to get overexcited. It's only one preseason game. All right, I'm going to wrap some of these questions up here. Is it possible to move Gates? I want to move. No, let's not move Shannon to center. No. Let's go out and find a center. Now let's get Nick Gates over to the guard. Let's go get Austin Ryder. I do think Gettleman, taking the field. Gentleman's job is tied to Jones. I'm not sure. Here's the problem: if Daniel Jones fails, Joe Judge fails, Gettleman gets fired, Judge is gone. No quality GM is going to want to come here and be told you have to have this third-year guy who's got a losing record. Yeah, I'm not going to say that yet. I did look across. Yes, because lapse is a punishment. Yeah, Fields in comparison just got lazy. They played nothing like to me. Haskin needed another year in college. I called him a lollipop thrower because if you watch his deep pass, he's got too much of a windup and he puts too much air on the ball. It's like a big old lollipop. It's the top of a lollipop. And I said it would be dangerous to draft him in a stadium like MetLife because with those winds, they're not as bad as they were in the Meadowlands. But you lollipop your throws like that, bad things are going to happen. I ran track and football. I hated laps. Anyone that understands laps, understood. He understands that. What will our record be this season? I've said this before. I've said this a million times. We are a playoff team if Daniel Jones plays anywhere between a rank of 15th to 20th in quarterback. We find a running game and the defense plays up to expectations. We are a 6-11 team if Daniel Jones is the Daniel Jones from last year. Let's see. 6 to 7 wins. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Let's see here. We've got a couple here. I'm trying to get through these questions here. I work at McDonald's for a shift and make more money than Tim makes on YouTube. Kind of depressing. It's funny. I actually make, I'm not going to tell you how much I make. I don't make much as the big channels, but I still make, I make a good amount for making videos, but there are people at the end that need the money more than I do. There are people in charities that need the money. So just made to the end. Dom, of course, is my host from NFL Talk from across the pond and back. Go check that out. Super sticker, $2.99. Well, thank you. I don't know what a super sticker even is. Thank you. I like it. Thank you, super sticker. That's going to be my new thing, Nick DeWick. Super sticker. Got a super sticker. I think we're, if Daniel Jones plays up to expectations, I think that's what we are. Smash that. All right. Great stream. Well, thank you, Alex Sports. Alex Sports is also another young YouTuber. Well, he's not as young as I am, but go check out his channel. He took a little hiatus for about 4 months and he's back doing giant videos, back doing streams. I think, check him out, guys. Alex, put your link up on the chat. You see goodness simulation of Daniel Jones on the way. I don't like him. Don't like him. Don't trust him. Don't think, oh my God. Let's see here. We have 2 third-rounders picked next year. So we need to move. Yes, we do need to get a starting guard. Yeah, you're 100% right. TJ Breslin tore his ACL. That's not good news for TJ. I don't think he was ever going to make the team, but you never want to see someone tear their ACL. All right, guys. I think we're going to cut this out for the day. I'm going to try to have a video up later today doing kind of more of a breakdown of the game yesterday. I did one from the car. So the audio quality was not at its expectations. Here's Dom. Not as young as I am. I'm the oldest giant YouTuber. Yeah, I am the oldest giant YouTuber. Nick, peace. Hope you have a good day. I am 52 years old. Watching this in 76. I tell you like it is. Like it or not. Y'all have a good day too, Hot Nickels. Enjoy yourself. We're gonna go out with 2 of my favorite new sound effects.
How dare you question Joe Judge?
Because you can't question him. And then I also like my other sound effect, which I found the other day.
But that's okay. Remember, there are no stupid questions, just stupid people.
So, but we will have 2 videos today coming out, and you know what that means?
2 in the box.
Ready to go.
We be fast and
They be slow.
Because that's what we do here at Online Big Blue. We crank out the videos, and you know what, guys? We are going to close it out. And I hope everyone has, Saeed, hope you're having a great rest of your Sunday. We're going to close it out. We'll try to get a video later this afternoon just to talk about the recap of the game, see what else is going on. Leonard, take it easy as well, my friend. Hope you enjoyed what's going on. Enjoy it every week at 11 a.m. No, every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from now till the end of the season, till the end of when we're in the Super Bowl. You know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to close this out, and we're going to close it out on a happy note because we know what we're going to do. We know what we like to do. We like to dance here. He's the king. All right, guys. We're going to end it here. Enjoy your Sunday. Watch the videos coming down. Have a good day.